Fox News alert. The FBI confidential informant has been given the green light by the Department of Justice that he can go ahead and testify in front of a number of congressional committees, including the House Oversight Committee. And the head of that is Chairman Trey Gowdy. Joins us live right now. Good morning to you, Chairman.
Good morning. How are you?
What do you want to hear from this guy?
Whatever he has, it's a really important issue. Uranium is a really important resource. CFIUS, which is the Council on Foreign Investment in the United States, made a decision. I need to make sure they had access to all the information. And if there's an ongoing criminal probe when they're making that important decision, I need to make sure that there are no barriers to their access to information. So talking to witnesses is usually a good thing, and I'm glad the Department of Justice has made him available.
Of course. Apparently, he was giving the FBI information during the Obama administration. They knew about the bribery that was reportedly going on there, and yet the Obama administration went ahead and okayed it. We had Chuck Grassley on the program about an hour ago, and he said he's calling for a special counsel to look into it. Perhaps maybe Robert Mueller is not the right guy to do this, given the fact that he was the head of the FBI, which during the time of this Uranium One deal.
I have tremendous respect for Senator Grassley, and I mean that. That's just not political speak. He's one of my favorite folks on the other side. My view on special counsel is a little different. There's a regulation. There has to be a conflict of interest with the Department of Justice, and none of the other U.S. attorneys can be able to do it, and I don't think we've met that threshold. I think things that ought to be looked into should first be looked into by the Department of Justice. That's who we hire. Those are the men and women that we trust to do it. Special counsels are a really unique fact pattern, and I don't know that we've met the threshold for that yet.
Let's talk a little bit about the dossier. Now we know that the Clinton campaign and the DNC financed part of it after a Republican campaign. Apparently, they dropped out. They didn't need it anymore. Does it look to you as if the Department of Justice or the FBI or somebody used the dossier to justify spying on members of the Trump campaign?
Well, we are certainly going to find out. Who financed the dossier is relevant. It's important to some of my colleagues. What's most important to me is whether or not the world's premier law enforcement agency relied upon a piece of investigative work that would make the National Enquirer blush. That's what I want to know, whether or not the FBI relied upon it to launch an investigation and whether or not they relied upon it in court filings.
Reportedly, Hillary Clinton didn't know about it till BuzzFeed published it. Do you believe that?
I'm not a human polygraph. I don't know what she knew or did not know. I would find it pretty interesting if her campaign was making decisions at that level that she didn't know about, but I don't have anything to contradict her with other than her past.
All right. Congressman, thank you very much.
Thank you. Y'all have a good week.
You bet. We'll be right back.